In this week's episode of 4 High Garage, we're doing the XJ's headliner. Saggy like my belly. Alright, you just need to get in here and get going. Look at all that Moab dust. All right, once you have it all loosened up, minus the end here, it comes apart, rear moving forward, and reverse of that when you're going back together. So you'll put in the forward trim pieces and work your way back. Always trying to avoid breaking the brackets that are in here, but they are kind of difficult brackets to work with, so there may be some gluing involved with putting this back together. All right, the last step is that there's a couple of places where it kind of gets pushed into the rail to hold it in place. There we go. Looks like this one sits there. That one's not coming out. Nope, I'm just tearing it. That's great. All right, snack time. Let's see what they got packaged today. Oh, animal cookies. Behold the nature scene as the animals gather around the watering hole. The giraffe bends over to get a drink of water, and the koala bear off in the distance stares on in horror as the lion attacks.
Hey, Dad.
Oh. Hey, what? In removing the old headliner, I tried several things. A scraper, tried rubbing it out, a wire wheel. If I had to do it over again, I would find some sort of nylon wheel like I had the metal one. The wire wheel works, but it was quick to bite into the foam board. The foam board is much more fragile than it looks on the video. It's very thin foam board with a light layer of fiberglass, like the lightest layer you could possibly do of fiberglass. Fortunately, that layer of fiberglass is the side you're cleaning. However, that wire wheel will cut right through that real quickly if you're not super careful. In the process of laying out the cloth, I felt that 90-degree turn of that pattern looked much better than if I ran the lines vertical and horizontal, front to back, side to side. That ended up looking just kind of boring, actually. BFH stopped by to help me lay it down. I worked it like you would a large vinyl sticker, folding it halfway over so that I could glue one half of it, laying that down, and then repeating to the other side. The big tip here depends kind of on your pattern. You want to lay the fabric down without pulling on it. Pulling on it can give it a slight stretch, which will end up, in my case, creating kind of a waviness to those lines. Take your time, lots of glue. I used a whole can of that 3M 77 spray adhesive. All right, let's see if we can get this thing put back together. As you can see off camera, I did a little prep and got some Amazon Dynamat stuff in the ceiling, and made sure all my wires were taped up. I just used some aluminum tape to keep them up and against the ceiling and the edges, and this hopefully will go pretty easily. putting her back together. You go front to back. Almost forgot a key alignment feature. It's your sun visor hooks that go right above. Yeah. So whole thing needs to go back. Just a hair. Maybe a hair more. Did that do anything? Maybe. Ugh. I think I pulled it back too far. Damn it. Oh. Oh, she moves now. Oh. I can't. Where's the... there we go. There we go. Oh, Mr. Phillips. There you be. Get that one started. Got those guys locked in. That should be good. Alright, what I did last time, which seemed to work, when these brackets, the little like plastic part that they clip to on the trim break, is put the little clip in the Jeep, goop a whole bunch of black RTV, I mean like a large chunk of it in there, and then just clamp the trim up against it and let it dry, and that seemed to hold it just fine. So what I've been doing is carving out the old stuff and gonna goop in some new stuff. I'm an idiot. I did it on the right way the first time. So yeah, you like my my kill
Statement.
I don't know what it says, but it's a statement.
It says something.
It says, "Bring forth the haggis."
I'm okay.
He's a lumberjack and he's okay. He sleeps all night and he works all day.
I cut down trees where he'll suspend his underbra. I wish I'd been a girlie, just like my dear papa. I cut down trees where he'll suspend his underbra. I wish I'd been a girl.
Most of the time, I love that this is a tiny little Jeep. Not today. I forgot to mention that this dome light goes up and slides back to lock in the rear part of it. Then there's two little screws up front. And that's going to conclude this episode of 4 High Garage. I hope you enjoyed it and found some useful information if you're doing your own headliner as well. Coming up, I'm not sure when video will start getting released. I haven't even started on the project. And again, I've got a day job. This is just for fun. Me and Steve are going to attempt to get a 1989 Mustang running that's been sitting for 20 plus years. So go ahead and slap that subscribe button if you want notifications and all that jazz. And just stay tuned. So appreciate you watching.